You trying to teach them your little trick? When shit gets hot, you just pack up and run?
Oh, you, Marty.
This is just another betrayal, isn't it? How long have you been planning this? Let's say exactly what we feel, Wendy. Right now, let's be honest. Let's do it. Can you do it? Or are you just a deceitful bitch?
Wow.
Let's have it.
You want to talk about betrayal? Really? You want to go there? Okay. You have a video on your computer of me.
Yeah. That's just a confirmation of exactly who you are.
You've been watching it for months. There's a counter on that thing, and you have watched it 27 times,
Do you
Marty.
think I wanted to see that even once, Wendy?
If you knew, why didn't you confront me?
Do not change the subject to me because we're talking about you. We're talking about that.
You have walled me out.
Wendy, we're talking about
Bruce,
you.
Bruce,
and how you lived a
never
lie
talked to me about
every
how he betrayed you
goddamn
and about
night.
what happened
Every
to
night
him.
you came home to this family, you were living a lie. How do you do that? I don't get it. I don't understand how you did that. Explain it to me.
You slapped my ass, Marty.
Yeah, I slapped your ass because I thought that you liked it.
Oh, that is such bullshit, and you know it.
Why is that bullshit?
You
Why is
are
it bullshit
full
that
of
I
shit,
would want to do
Marty.
something that I think that you might like? My own wife. But I was so
Stop.
confused about what you might like, I ended up doing exactly what your lover did.
Stop.
That's bullshit. Do you know how many times you could have said no to that guy, Wendy? You could have said no the first drink that he bought you, right? You could have said no when he asked for your phone number, but you didn't. You could have said no the first goddamn motel room that you booked, or the first time he stuck his tongue down your throat, right? Or the first time he slapped your ass.
Why would I say no, Marty? Why? What was I saving myself for? Intimacy from you? Any affection from you?
Well, maybe I was trying to protect you.
No, I didn't want protection. I wanted you. I wanted you, you idiot. Why do you even want me here?
Necessity, not desire.
All right, Marty. Why don't you just tell me the truth? Just tell me the truth.
Oh, you broke my heart, Wendy.
If you don't know, man, you tuned in to Let's Yap About It. Even though I don't talk much, he got something to say. Stuck in most of our mouth.
Now y'all tuned in to Let's Yap About It. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. I go by the name Fat Pimp Texas, very own. Hey man, tell your baby mama I'm looking for her. Tell your wife I'm looking for her. That's what it is, man. Let's Yap About It, man. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. Fat motherfucker Pimp, let's go.
Cool. Don't lie, cuz I don't fuck with too much talking. I don't be on that yapping shit, cuz. But you feel me? We can yap about it. You hear me on the podcast, you hear me? Yap About It podcast. Goddamn, go tap in with my people, bro. You hear me? The Smush gonna come with the interview real soon, too, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in, you hear me? We be talking with Yap About It podcast. Nigga, let's yap about it, cuz. Heard you was talking, cuz. Let's yap about it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Yap About It podcast. Yeah. Starring Raw Bass. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap. Let go. Yeah. Let's yap about it. We in the mix. 52 Savage. Let's yap about it. Stop by for a visit. Content was so living, had to pray for all of my children. Now the whole world be listening. Talk to niggas from prison. Spoke how they was living, how the COs be tripping. Rappers losing on the back end because promoter dudes keep dipping. Seen the show when the dude started out of bloods, then start crippin'. Stripper niggas stop tipping, out of game niggas stop flipping. Bad attitude, so he had to move just to keep his ass out of prison. Seen a show about a young hoe, fucked on a sister, man, no apology. Let's yap about it. If the bitch come around me, shit, she can holler at me. Check my Instagram, she was following me, cause she knew I be where them dollars be. Rapid funds, but I keep it going, I fuck you up, no apologies. Let's yap about it. too savage. Savage like music.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We are back. We are back. We are back better than ever. I gotta send some love to y'all today, man. Definitely gotta tap in with y'all tonight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got a lot to yap about tonight. We got we got a lot to yap about tonight, man. Definitely. I wanted to bring this up. This caught my attention and made me think about a lot of things. Social media's dirty little secret and how it breeds cheaters. Tonight, we're going to tap in. And I want to ask this question. Is your phone a window to the world, or is it secretly a door to a hidden life? What if I told you that the apps that you scroll through every single day, yet the ones that connects billions of us, are also quietly, almost sneakily, making it easier than ever to betray the person you love? That innocence, that little icon on your screen, it might just be a cheater's best friend. Now, the reason why I want to introduce you to this is because I want to talk about the facade of a connection. We really do live our lives online, sharing, liking, connecting. Social media promised us this amazing global village, a way to stay closer to friends, family, all that kind of good stuff, right? Now, and it also keeps us in touch with people that we never met. But under all the shiny connection, there's a darker side, a dirty little secret, you could say. The very platform, the very connections that we use for casual chats start sharing funny memes that's changed. They have now have features that seem almost built for ultimate secrecy. Tools that can turn a simple app into a cheater's paradise. We're talking about a world that chats can vanish without a trace, where whole new identities can be cooked up for secret meetups, and where loyalty starts to get really blurry. This isn't some sci-fi movie plot. It's the reality of social media today. But without further ado, I want to bring up a special guest. We want to have this conversation, none other. And I'm gonna bring her up, man. Listen to me. I want y'all to give her all the much love and much respect. Demi, who's made a huge impact in the game. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to give her a round of applause and give her some love to, you know what I mean? And just give her some love. Hey, everybody. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I also want to say this, man. I want to thank you for joining us tonight, man. We definitely want to have this conversation because this is actually something that everybody doesn't talk about. We always talk about the love. We always talk about relationships. We always talk about marriage. But what about that one thing that a lot of people can't get over? This social media thing that breeds cheaters. Now, one of the things that I wanted to bring to you, Demi, and I wanted to ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody that's joining, look, like, subscribe, share tonight's program. Let's have this conversation. We're going to change the world one conversation, and we're going to talk about some hard stuff to talk about. But any questions that you have for Demi, 1,000,001 questions for Demi, listen to me. Ask in the YouTube chat so it can be answered tonight. Don't be afraid. Get in the chat. Talk. We have more than enough room for you to give your perspective on anything. So y'all tap in. But I want to ask you, Demi, and this is this is a personal question for me. Why is cheating a norm in 2025? It seems like being faithful is a thing of the past. And due to social media, that right there is the thing right now that is keeping everybody connected and yet disrespected. So you chime in on that.
I think that social media period is just like taking over. That's for one. I think that it is a portal for a hidden life as well, because what do we see when we get on social media besides like our affirmations and the things that are being marketed? When we look up certain videos, we see a whole bunch of naked people. You know what I'm saying? And temptation is a mother. Why not go, all right, this is not working out in my relationship or my marriage. Why not? Who cares? Like, I'm gonna go on social media, I'm gonna see free ass titties. That one girl that I like is gonna send me some shit, you know what I'm saying, on the low, right? It is a gateway portal to that, and it's just too easy. When things are accessible, that's when it becomes a problem. Social media is a place that's accessible to us every single day. It's like, here's your social media. Your marriage is not working out, social media. You having problems with your kids in the house, social media. You can't seem to get right mentally, social media. You don't know where your life is going, astrology. It's all set up in a certain way to grasp, you know what I'm saying, the person. Right?
I'm a. It's crazy you say that because I remember it was a time that the only person, and I'm saying from a male perspective to female perspective, the only person that a woman seen was probably the milkman. You know what I mean? The bread man or whoever, and the mailman. That was it. Now, when you look at if you look at social media, a woman has a smorgasbord of men that are on there that she has access to all the time. So I'm just putting it out there and see.
Like,
So
I'm gonna pick which guy, any mini miny mo type of shit. Like, it's ridiculous. It's the same. It goes for both though, because I feel like men have a big wide selection more than before. Like, it's not, nothing is traditional anymore. You can
mm,
literally build you a man, build you a female, go on Instagram and select whoever the fuck you want, right? And hey, now I'm in a relationship. The end.
I'm gonna say this and listen to me. Y'all might if y'all thumbs up, thumbs down if y'all don't believe me. I believe that there's three types of women in her phone. Okay. The first one is the one is guys be nosy, they be curious, they just want to look at the messages. That's the first person. Now the second
Down.
The second person is the person that's in the group chat. You know what I mean? Because in the group chat, everything is different from just regular text messages, right? And the third person is the most dangerous. And I advise any brother, do not go into the group chat because you're going to get your feelings crushed. And when I say feelings crushed, man, because them close friends are the ones that do the most. I'm just going
No, you're right though. Listen, I'm a woman. So what was the first one? What was the first one you said?
The first one is just the regular text messages. Those are just the little highs and buys. Where you at, girl? Da 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 da. The small talk shit,
Yeah.
right?
Small talk shit is not something that needs to be worried about. Even though, like, me personally, if I'm in a relationship, like, I'm not texting no other guys. Like, I will always make this clear. I've literally said this. If I'm about to be in a relationship with you, I'm changing my number just because I like to respect my partner. And you know, I've had, I've had, like, traumatizing experiences where a nigga snatching my phone, like, he's going through my messages and misinterpreting things, and now we're fighting, right? Now, if you make it to that freaking group chat, you're him. I don't care what nobody says. Because listen, when a female sends you to the group chat, it's either two things. You put it on her, right? Or some shit is just okay. The proof is in the pudding. You got a little D. We throwing you in that group chat. We laughing. Like, yeah.
Or if you got an STD,
Brother,
that's all I would say is that you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna say this. In all fairness, yes, you should have a certain level of privacy. But when it turns to that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of dudes don't want to be the lame. They don't want to be the food guy. They don't want to be the guy that you know what I'm saying, get your car fixed and that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because you know that he's actually, you know what I'm saying, trying to get with you and all that, whatever, whatever, whatever. But nonetheless, a lot of times fellas don't be wanting to get caught up in that category and they be wanting to know where they stand with a woman because what she says and what she does is two completely different things. Just like on the men's side, it ain't no different between us both. Whatever men do, they can change up, switch up, do whatever. You know what I mean? And I can say that because I've been in those group chats. I've been on Is That Your Man on Facebook. Listen, what the fuck? Like, and
Oh God.
they had my name wrong. You know what I'm saying? Had my location of where I'm from wrong and a lot of shit. So at the end of the day, I don't be personally just paying attention to that. And then you even have to be careful with that because you don't know if another woman wants your man.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I want to talk about that. Wait, wait till the thing goes off. Ladies, stop telling your friends your business with your partner. That's a good thing. At times we get so happy about what's going on in our homes, we don't realize that we're oversharing what's going on in our homes as well, whether it be good or bad. And
Mhm.
there is always somebody that wants your man. There is always somebody that desires to have your life. And things happen. I'm not gonna continuously talk about how good my man is putting it down in the bedroom, how good he whatever the night in the like in the past. Like I'm not doing that. I've had listen, the experiences I've had, I'm not sharing nothing about me and my man. Like
Let
I'm
me
good.
t- I'm gonna tell you something, man. You got to be careful with that because some women get aroused. You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you telling him how he's folded your legs and bent you up like a pretzel? You know what I'm saying? Pushed your head through the headboard. A lot of times, women be wanting a little bit of that action too. So you better be careful. And then let me tell you something. And we know that women can be very graphic in their details about what they do,
Mhm.
especially. And, you know, hey, I'm gonna tell you this. This is one of them. Hey, did he leave it in or did he pull it out? You know what I'm saying? Did he leave his baby batter in you or did he pull it out? You know what I'm saying? So
That is legendary. Did he leave his baby batter is crazy.
yeah, yeah, you know, come on, man. Because listen, women, let me tell you something. I I was caught in a situation like that where my daughter's mom's friend whatever asked me a question, right? Now I seen them two over there talking, but then they came to me, so it kind of looked like it was staged, right? So a friend asked me, would I ever do a threesome and this and that? So I'm being funny. So I answered it the most outrageous way that I possibly could. I said, hell yeah, I would do a threesome. You know what I'm saying? I say, let me tell you something, the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? I say there's always room for one more. And then my daughter's mom got pissed off at me, looked at me all crazy and strange and shit. And I was like, well, I thought that y'all was over here being goofy and trying to, see what I was going to say just for shock value. So I gave you shock value, but it actually kind of, what I'm saying, threw her homegirl off like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, ain't nothing wrong, what I'm saying, with twosomes, threesomes, foursomes, and more.
Hell no, I do not agree. Now we got some people. We got some people up here. Hi.
What the fuck you watching? Some weird shit?
No. Oh no. Bye.
See, you always get these low vibrational people that want to come up, you know what I'm saying, and want to always talk. But at the end of the day, I'd say bring your ass over here to the YouTube chat. Bring your ass, because I can bring your ass up here. If you want to ask something, listen. If you come up here clowning, I'm gonna embarrass your goofy ass. That's just plain and simple. I got a bag of words for your motherfucking ass. So at the end of the day, when we coming up here and we having a high vibrational conversation, don't bring your rhetoric and your bullshit over here because I don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Ask about me. I don't fuck around. And that's
That is
just the
right.
plain truth. So if you want to come up, by all means, go into the group chat. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, ask whatever that you guys want to ask. I don't have a problem with it, and we're gonna answer the tough questions. Now,
Period.
and I want to ask this too. Um, I want to get your perspective. Who cheats more, men or women, and why? Is this what's taught or is this normal behavior? I gotta ask you that question.
Um, I think that this is a tough one. I don't want to step on any toes, but I do think that men do step out first. Just I feel like it's harder for them to the world has made it harder for men to express emotionally, and we put this pressure on our men sometimes where it's like, listen, I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. Like, I just need you to get your shit together. And it's like, no, men deserve to have a voice too. And I feel like that's when they're like, all right, if I'm going to be, this hard laborer, then I'm going to put my body to use and I'm going to give it, to someone else. I'm not being heard at home. I think that's their first go to. I don't think women think, all right, I'm unsatisfied at home. I'm going to go have sex with another man. I do not think that. I feel like women to cheat mentally before physically. Both times it's the same shit, but I do think men do go first.
I think men cheat from an emotional standpoint too, because there was a post that went out that men actually go a little bit harder for women. I think it increases their comfort level with their woman when the woman shows affection first. Now, in this 2020, I mean, it's 2025, we see a lot of broken up homes, right? So a lot of that affection isn't reciprocated. You don't see the mother loving the woman. I mean, the mother loving the father loving the mother, and that appreciation being shown between the two. Because I'm gonna tell you this, as a person that is in the game, and when I say in the game in my everyday walk of life, man, listen to me. The good guys, we done paid bills, looked out for people, all them 20s, them 40s and 60s. We done looked out, you know what I'm saying, took care of bills, paid bills, did all those type of things. It's hard for us because we the ones that get attacked. When we take care of our women and the women see, okay, you got some new J's on, you got this type of thing, you got this bag, you got this whoop 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 whoop. A lot of times women don't want the whole pie. They just want a sliver.
So someone in the comments said, men will sacrifice their happiness to give happiness to a woman. I do believe that. I do believe that when a man is locked in and he feels like he's found that woman, he does sacrifice a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, the even down to the hormones, men hormones are different. So I do feel like men do sacrifice more than women when it comes to relationships. Women, we know how to stick around.
Mhm.
That's just the difference. I feel like men are black and white, and there's like some non-negotiables with you guys too. You guys just don't voice it. I feel like you guys are no bullshit as well. Like you guys know when to tell women like, hey, we're dating. Hey, we're just sleeping around. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it confused. Or hey, I like you. You're my woman. I want to take things to the next level. Right?
I agree. I agree. And I think a lot of times with men, a lot of times we hope that you get it right eventually. Like if we hope that you basically use your mental to say, okay, look, okay, he's solid. He ain't tripping. He ain't on the bullshit. Or if we tell you something specifically as a woman, hey, we need you to do this, and those needs are being met, man, we already gonna be good. We straight, we gravy. But the moment that you become combative, the moment that you become a nag, the moment that you become, I'm talking about incompatible with everything that I say. I tell you to come here, you leave. I tell you to leave, you come here. I tell you to get the fuck out, you stay. Okay, I tell you to stay, you leave. You know what I'm saying? It's just nobody wants to put up with that bullshit. It's 2025. If you're a fucking grown, you're 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, you know how to communicate effectively. If you do not know how to communicate effectively, then I think that you need to reprogram yourself, reprogram your situation, and look at your environment. Why you can't get this shit together? Because at the end of the day, we're not here to fucking waste time. We're here to make our ends, take care of our women, fuck the dog shit out of them, get you bags, get you shoes, make you happy, because we're gonna die first anyway. If we working our asses off, we're gonna die first anyway. So we giving it to you. So you don't have to scam and scheme and do all type of other shit to get what you already gonna get anyway.
Right. Absolutely. Can we elaborate a little bit on what nagging and being combative is, and what are the things that kind of push men to feel like, you know what? She's being annoying. I'm not satisfied. Now I'm either going to step out or I'm just checked out, because not all men cheat. I don't think that that is the go-to for a lot of men. There
They
are
are.
there are some serial cheaters though.
Mhm.
Hey, my fellow Taurus. Hey, y'all.
I'm gonna say this. A lot of times, and it's psychological, right? A lot of times women store things. And when I say is store things specifically, if let's say for instance I was right about a situation and
Hmm.
me and you was getting into it. I'm just using this example. We just
Yeah.
got into it. So rather than you say I'm right, you may storm off. So you may wait for the right time to bring up something that I may have done wrong, just so you could be combative to say that I was wrong. Like you won't accept the wrong, move on. Okay, that's cool. You're gonna be like, nah, we gonna get back to that. But then you'll find the moment that I am wrong about something to bring back up what I was right about. That's the type of shit I be talking about. Because men, if we just saying, hey, baby, just do this, and that, we don't want to hear all that extra stuff, especially when we know that we love you and care about you. Why we want to beef with you? Come on, be for real.
Right. And that's like a lack of communication too, where communication is a big thing in a relationship. Well, to me, it is like if I can't call you and I can't tell you about my day, or just little simple things, then how are we gonna come to one piece? Like if we're arguing or we're having conflict, right? They're in the comments right now Somebody said constantly wanting something and not giving is annoying, which is true too. I feel like we live in a culture too where women are like, gimme, 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 gimme. And now the men are like, gimme, 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 gimme. And now it's just, we're in like a spiritual warfare kind of thing. I've heard this numerous of times where they're saying like, men are acting like women and women are acting like men. We've swapped spaces. What do you think about that?
I'm gonna say this. It's a hard thing. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times it's unfair,
Mhm.
especially when you're communicating, right? Because the attitude, how she chooses or whatever, how the person acts out in dissatisfaction, a lot of times it's not met head on. It's stored. That's what I was telling you earlier. So a lot of times when you could just honestly explain something, we'll want to correct it, but a lot of times it gets blown over way bigger than what it really is. And sometimes the actual words are spoken out of her mouth are so wild and rambunctious, it don't even really be the situation that you may be upset about, that we have may have done something wrong. It gets blown out of proportion times 10. And I think the best way to combat that is actually having a moment away from everybody and writing these things down, because I'm gonna tell you right now, in 2025, people have bad communication skills and bad understanding skills, but that's just me.
Right.
So
Yeah. And I want to like add on to that. Like, guys, when we get into these arguments with our partners, let's stray away from disrespecting them and putting them down and saying some shit that we know you can't come back from. Like, we're not supposed to be punching each other out of a fucking boxing match. Because listen, I've been there. I've done the tit for tat, and it never works. It just never works. We need to learn how to communicate in a more softer approach. Hey baby, I know we had an argument. I would like to talk about what happened last night or whatever last week. Let's not keep sweeping this under the rug, because then things build over time. Like, you're gonna lose your love over a argument. Like, I'm not willing to lose my love. I like to hold on. I'm one of those women that if I can hold on, I'm gonna hold on. Now, if the cons are more than our pros in a relationship, I probably might not, because I feel like the good should outweigh the bad every time.
and let me apologize to anybody, any woman of my past that I've said some things, because I know I got a nasty mouth. You know what I mean? I got a disrespectful mouth. So I worked on it. God worked on me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Lord, for blessing me. You know, but let me apologize to any female that I've ever hurt or ever wronged. This is an official apology, because I know that I was wrong in a lot of those situations, and I actually spearheaded the "fuck you, don't fuck with me" campaign just so that I could get the heat off of me. Now, how many brothers going to admit that? How many men are going to actually admit that they actually perpetuate a whole bunch of drama and ignorance just to get the heat off of them? I can say that because I'm in a comfortable place in my life to where I can be honest, I can be truthful, and I can say that I've done things that were not approved by my parents, especially my mom, especially my father. You know what I'm saying? And I came out of a good parent household. I'm never going to deny that. I didn't come out of where everything was just savagery. I came out of some good, sensible people. Now, both of them are headstrong, yeah. But at the end of the day, truth is truth and lies are lies. And if you ever want to live your truth and be with the person that you love and care about, then you got to be honest. You got to be completely honest. And you
Right.
have to be real. Open up. That one half, you supposed to join together, not be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That shit not cool.
Right. Someone in the comments said we either want to heal or heal someone, or both. And that's actually true. Like, I've always felt like I've had like healing energy too, where I'm attracting a whole bunch of broken people, and it's like, what are you here for? Are you here because you genuinely fuck with me, or are you here because I have this good energy and you want me to refill your cup and keep going? You know what I'm saying? I even developed like this thing where it's like, listen, you show me one red flag and bye, right? And I'm growing out of that phase. I think that I was just going through a more of a protecting me phase, where it's like, as soon as you see some shit, like, go. And I'm still kind of dealing with that right now, because I don't want to wait until later. Right? Oftentimes we see things and then we just be like, oh, let me give this person the benefit of the doubt, right? Everybody deserves a fair chance. Whether you fucked up with other women or not, I never go and like digging a man's past and be like, oh, well, you did this with another person, so that's going to be our story. I always like to give, common ground, show me what you're about. If I don't like it, then we can move on, right? Or if it's not for me.
I agree, because a lot of times as brothers, I can say that a lot of times men, we be bleeding from past relationships, and we'll bleed on the person that was actually meant for us. And I think that's where we have to clear ourselves up. And a lot of times what you just said was a lot of people be trauma bonding with people. And when I say trauma bonding, that means they share similar stories. So you get together, and then that's how they are reactive in relationships. And I think you have to be well aware of that, because what you don't want to think is that you've embarked upon your soulmate, and that's not a soulmate. That's a person that actually uses that and takes that advantage of that situation and starts to undermine you and never have the best intentions from you from the get-go.
From the beginning, right? Like we have to stop leaving the door cracked for people who showed up at our door already and showed us who the fuck they are. Right? Save yourself the heartbreak, save yourself the embarrassment. But oftentimes we don't have control of that. Like some of us need to relearn lessons and keep learning them. I've had this one lesson that I had to keep relearning and keep relearning. And I'm like, yo, why the fuck this keeps happening to me? And it's not, I'm never like pointing the finger like, oh, it's you. I'm always doing like inner work. Like, okay, Demi, why do you keep going through this? All right, you're the problem. You need to be able to take accountability. Ding,
Come
ding, ding.
on now, come on, man. Uh oh. She using the words. She using the words. She using the words.
Take accountability. I've been saying this because I have my own realization. Like, girl, you better tighten up, because if you don't, like, and okay, we could be okay with being alone, but how many people are brutally honest about that? Are you really okay being alone? Are you really okay hitting 50, 60 years old and saying, damn, I never met the person that God had for me? Right?
And men got to stop denying this. A lot of us, we love hoes. They will not admit that. They will be like, nah, that's not me. I'm trying to know. Man, a lot of times, a lot of dudes have a strong taste for hoes. So what they'll do is, and I'm being 1,000, I can be honest, this is an enlightening conversation. A lot of times, brothers could see a good woman and want to put her up and still fuck with these skeezers. That's just the truth of the matter. It's
That
like a part of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, if you got to do all that, and that's what I'm saying about even about the social media thing. You know the DM is wrong. You know the moment you slide in there, you already know that shit wrong. You got a wife at the house. You got a whole relationship. We all know that shit wrong. But how many people, how many men and how many women can look at themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, that is foul? Because the moment I find out that they doing it, then it's gonna be a World War III. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. And that's what I think is important, like to make sure us as people, like if we fucking with somebody, whether it's serious or not, like let's just make sure that we're being intentional about what we want out of things. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the comfortability. I feel like men love hoes because there is there's no vulnerability there when you with a hoe. Like you get your shit off, you don't gotta open up to that bitch, and you keep going. And
but
sometimes good women get that treatment too. Like I feel like when men are hurt, they like to treat good women like hoes too. So they don't have to open up. So they don't have to have these uncomfortable conversations. Like they be running. I hate when a man can't have a conversation with me. Like I'm the type of person, I like to check shit at the door and I like to speak. And yeah, I act crazy. Trust me. I'm not perfect. But trust me, when we sit down and have a conversation, like I want to get my point across. So
and to like being transparent is that key thing that you talked about, that key ingredient. Being transparent is something that a lot of people have not developed that skill at being, because even in their childhood, even them being honest, they were treated as liars. Even though they were honest, they were treated as people that's trying to undermine. So a lot of times that could be a trauma from your past, to where when you try to articulate, you be like, oh, I ain't gonna do that. Cause I remember when I was a kid, when I was honest and transparent, they always thought I was a liar. And 9 times out of 10, you do see that. If you tell a woman the truth, you say, man, look here, man, I'm not fucking with her. I could fuck with her, but I ain't. No, it's got to be something. It's something. It's under. You got something else going on. And it's like,
oh
nah.
my God, yes. And I feel like you can, I'm a person of discernment. Like, I literally know when somebody really likes me and they're not gonna put their all because they're scared or because they have their own fears, right? We all have that. I have that. Like, but I also know that there's a light at the ending of every tunnel. Like, we've all gone through stuff. I don't think that is fair to use our childhood and what we've gone through as children and teenagers as a way to not be a better person and be like a better adult. Because anything you do after 21 is your fucking fault. Anything that I've done in my life after 21, I've took accountability for. Like, girl, you still was fucking up. And you know what? It's okay. I'ma love you even harder. I'ma love the ugly version of myself too. So that when I do, you feel me, get into something, I could show up as me.
And let me piggyback off of what you just said of you working on yourself. That's the key ingredient. And even in the social media, you have a special interest group, which is your fans. You have a special interest group, which is your friends. You have a special interest group for people that want to take advantage of your altruism that will perpetuate cheating. You got people out here that'll say, "Girl, you had to do what you had to do. You gave him enough chances. That what he would. No, no, you had to do what you
And
do, girl." That that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then also sharing that emotional side with another female so that she could perpetuate that, or with another male. That's, come on, man. You already doing yourself a disservice. And the devil doesn't work in just showing you he's the devil. He slides in there with honesty, with a little bit of deceit, and then a little bit of mixture of taking everything that he knows about you and flipping it and then making it self-servient to you.
no, yeah,
That's what people don't understand.
the devil does. I'm telling you. That's why I say, like, even when you praying, I'm gonna look at both cameras. When you are praying, stop praying out loud because the God is not the only person that's listening.
Come on.
That person down there is listening too, and he's keeping tabs. I silently pray now. I silently pray now. Whatever I desire, whatever I want to manifest in my life, I'm doing it silently. And the devil does show up in ways that that he knows what we like. He gonna send you that fine brother that you feel me, that type that you need to stop fucking with. Whatever it may look like for you, that light skinned guy with the waves, or you know what I'm saying, that brown skinned guy with them braids. He know the devil knows what we like, so we just have to be careful, right?
They want to. The devil always wants to spin the block to see if you're goofy. You know what I mean? He always wants to see if you're still subject to falling by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? And let me ask you something, Demi. And this is a personal question.
Mhm.
Um, in any of your relationships, have you ever been at fault?
Yes, I have been at fault. And not even only one, a lot. I'm not gonna say it was wholeheartedly my fault, but I feel like honestly, for a relationship to succeed, it takes two people, and for a relationship to fail, it takes two people. I feel like people like to don't put cheating at the top of it, like, oh, this person cheated, but there's a number of things that may have happened that led up to that. I've had fault in some of my shit too, where like, girl, you was not listening to him. Girl, you kept on screaming. You kept on, and this was like when I was growing up too, like, having my little relationships. I have been at fault. I lost a good person too before. Like, I lost a good man before being me thinking that, you know what? He ain't going nowhere. I'm her. Like, I'm this nigga ain't going nowhere. And he dead ass picked up and left and said, I'm not tolerating this behavior. Yes, I have been at fault.
And see, for you to even admit that, man, I got to give you a round of applause because there are most people that don't.
I have been like that before, like I'm telling you. But it's all a part of the process. I also had my trauma, right, that I went through where I didn't know how to communicate. I come from a family of all single mothers that on some fuck men shit, and we dominate and we're gonna take over, and I don't want to live that life. I want to be soft. I want to be able to say, you know what, my man got me. He got my back. I don't want to be this strong independent woman. Is like, fuck men, no, we need each other, and I think that needs to be highlighted. Like, all in all, men need women, women need men.
Absolutely. And to piggyback off of what you just said, a lot of times we men can be harsh and we can take the pimp perspective. You know what I'm saying? Pimps are real hard on their hoes. If the woman that you with is not a hoe, then why are you treating her as such? You always remember what you keep doing to a person, they'll eventually become, because it's a psychological thing. It's a psychological thing to damage somebody mentally to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times, brothers, we have to, as men, have to be sometimes, okay, yeah, we can talk about certain situations, but we also got to learn how to be soft too. A lot of times you just can't be hard on a woman. Sometimes you could just be like, baby, come here, let me holler at you real quick. I didn't
I
appreciate
love
that.
that.
You know what I'm saying? But baby, let me come over here and let me talk to you real fast. You know what I'm saying? And then look, hit her with some snacks, hit her with her favorite foods, hit her with some roses before you make that statement, because you want to generalize. The main thing is I love you first. The second part is what I'm trying to get you to understand. And the third part is the effectiveness of how I communicate with you to build this thing called love, man. Come on.
Exactly. I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I'm
So
gonna piggyback off of what you said because I really love that. I think that a man being able to be soft and like, hey baby, like let's sit down and let's talk about it. Like we don't need to talk about anything. Just let's just go to the back.
you feel me? That's the way it's supposed to be.
I love
And
a soft man, I swear.
and it doesn't take you having to be hard. You can just sit, because what it'll do is it'll be something intriguing and interesting about you as a man. To wait a minute, he's not yelling. He's not going crazy. He's not putting his hands on me. He's not doing any of what I may have experienced. Wait a minute. How do I know this is good? It sends a whole bunch of triggering effects. Now, if you understand who he is and what he represents, then you're going to be appreciative of it. But if you don't, then like you said, you're going to be destructive to it, and you're going to destroy the man that was sent specifically for you. You know what I mean? And I
Yes.
think that's where we men have to, sometimes we have to get with ourselves and say, hey man, did I handle that situation right? Did I treat her with respect? Did I even set the foundation for her to respect me first? And I think that's where, if you understand that right there in a nutshell, you can get a lot further with that woman than you can being trying to be, I'm beating on your chest like you the ape, like you a man. Okay, we get you the man. But as a man, you're a leader. You're supposed to be effective in communication. You're supposed to be able to notice the nuances about your woman. That even if you into it, remember the relationship thing, relating. I'm looking at my woman. I can look at her facial expressions and know when she's unhappy, when she's very happy, when she's freaky, when she's, you know what I'm saying? All of those type of things. I'm able to see those things. And over time, if I'm really into my woman, then it's gonna be proof in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she ain't gonna have to worry about shit. She with me. You feel me? So
Absolutely. I think being able to, like you said, read your partner, I think that's important. Obviously, we can't read minds, but if you really genuinely care about your partner, you're going to take the time to get to know this person, get to know what they've been through, what are the things that trigger this person, what makes him or her happy, what makes him or her, horny. Like, all the things that make us one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to discover this person. I want to dive deep. I want to see what this person is about. How can I add value to his or her life, right? And I'm saying his or her because I don't want to make this about women.
and and key thing is, and I want to take a step further, and this is for the ladies too, so y'all can understand how I communicate. See, the thing is, I used to be one of those guys that would put the phone on airplane mode. I used to be the guy that would do those type of things in my early 20s. I don't have to do that. All you got to do is ask me. Ask me for my phone. If you really that, I don't care, because I think in that moment right there, you can either create a great nostalgia, or you can destroy what we've actually built. And it may have been 5 years, 6, 7 years. Baby, here, you know what? I ain't tripping. Here, there you go. You want it? Have look. The passcode is all right. There it is. Done. Data. Move on to the next thing. That's how it's supposed to be.
And I don't even like the phone thing at all. Like, I'm not let me see your phone. As long as the phone is out, listen, as long as I can see it in my peripheral view and all this, I really don't. I'm not asking to go through that phone, please. And it's not even because the truth. Like, I just prefer not to. Like, I respect people's privacy. And this is what my friends too, like they'll be showing me stuff in their phone, and I'm like, hold on, girl, because I don't want to see nobody's penis. I don't want to see nothing crazy that nobody has in their phone. Or if you tell me to do something on your phone, I'm doing that and I'm doing it back. That's just how I am. I like to respect people, so I don't do the phone thing. If your phone is out, then your phone is out. If I need to use it for something, I'm using it and I'm giving it right back. Like,
Yeah, I ain't got to be nervous. I ain't got to have it on the charger in the kitchen behind the toaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, those are obvious red flags. You ain't got to do all that. If you got to do all that, then don't be with her. You
right.
know what
What
I'm
do you
saying?
think about
Don't waste her fucking time, bro.
right? Sorry to cut you off. What do you think about the men, right? Or
Mhm.
women that go in the bathroom with the phone? Because this has become like a thing too. And I'm not sure whether to think that, all right, you can't take your phone in the bathroom, because I like to take my phone in the bathroom. So what do you think about that? Because women always think like, oh, men take their phone in the bathroom and he's texting the side bitch or whoever he's fucking with, like whatever.
Well, you about to laugh. There was a guy who took his phone into the restroom and he ended up paralyzed because he was on the phone watching memes and watching stuff for I think over like an hour or so. So they take their
What?
phone. They take their phone. It just be on some. I'm just chilling. Is it sanitary? No. You know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, they just be on the phone. I don't have to do all that. I live a very comfortable, simple life, so I don't even have to worry about all that. If you at my house or whatever, you got my phone. If you my girl, hey man, I'm not tripping on that. I ain't gotta hide between WhatsApp and all Telegram and all the bullshit. I need to do all that, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm honest and my girl knows me and we cool or we might have that type, it depends on the relationship. She might be into twosomes, threesomes, foursomes, and moresomes. So I don't even have to hide a female. I could be like, baby, I want something else. You know what I'm saying? I like her right there. What you think? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you pick her out. But it's different strokes for different folks. And
Folks,
if you
yeah.
can't have that type of honesty, then what you doing with the woman anyway, man? Shout out to the ladies out here that's you know what I'm saying, that's keeping it 100. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I am. So I think I'm more traditional when it comes to that. Like, I don't see myself letting another woman like in my bedroom, in my household. I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's like, and then it's like, it be the females that get mad too. Like, after, okay, so you don't had a threesome with this female and your guy, and now you mad because he's hitting it on the side. You open the fucking door. Like, why would like you open the door to that? You told him it was okay. Now he's doing it on the side, and now you upset. Make it make sense. But you was just eating her box, and y'all was just doing yada 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 in the bedroom. So now you mad?
Now I have an interesting question. Then would you go to the strip club with your man?
Hmm. That I'll do, but obviously after that, all right, it's time to wrap this up. It's time to go home.
He's trying to get him up out of there. But you know why? The reason why I'm asking because I'm just saying because a lot of that spontaneousness that man may want to introduce just to be different, right? You know what I'm saying? Even the woman, she be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I just want to go, just have some fun too. Throw some ones, whatever, whatever, whatever. Have a couple drinks, you know what I'm saying? Try the chicken wings, you know what I'm saying? The chicken wings always
Right.
fire, you know what I'm saying? So I think it just depends. I think you should have that type of relationship. That's when you have a real relationship. When you're able to explore everything together and there are no boundaries and there are no limits. You know what I mean? So
Right. And then, like, all right, we could have fun and stuff like that. And then, like you said, after a while, like, it's time to go. There's nothing wrong with having fun with your partner, but women need to know men are always gonna try us. You hear me? It don't matter if you're his wife. He's gonna try. Okay? If he could get that off, he's gonna get it off. These are men we talking about. Men, it doesn't matter if they in love with you. Men like to explore.
well,
Like,
let me ask you something. What if you done, what if you way past that? What if you already it's not like you out of your prime? I mean, because if you once a Mac Daddy Soprano, he always a Mac Daddy Soprano. So I mean he can, you know what I'm saying, he can do what he do, but
mhm.
my question is, what if he's just really past that and he's just on some chill shit? He knows what he wants. He's comfortable in his own skin. You know, they gonna hang his Raptor. They gonna hang his jersey in the Raptors for all the hoes he done smashed. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have, it's done. And he's really cool. Then what do you say to that?
Really cool with really cool with what?
I'm saying he's past that. He's done. He's not wanting to explore. He's into who he wants to be into. That's it.
Right,
What do
and
you
then
say?
you guys are just having fun. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Then shit. Then we rocking out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna complain. No, nobody is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Your partner is always gonna come with something, and that's a part of being in love, right? What are we gonna sacrifice without taking away from who we are, right? I feel
Mhm.
like that's a part of what love is about. I'm a sacrifice as long as it's not taken away from who I am and where I'm going.
Now I got a question. Now this is a personal question. Now you went viral for that post when you said just bring him over here, bring him over here. Now I gotta ask you today, what? Okay, if I come, the fellas want to know. If, hey, if we slide over there, what we getting? That's all I want. Come on, talk to him. We got to know. You know what I'm saying? We got to know.
Yes. Obviously, I'm not taking no man from another woman. But if
Okay.
listen, I'm still single. I'm dating. Right. I may post little things here and there, but the post was basically me elaborating on all the things that I would do for mine that I hear men complaining about that these women out here are not doing for theirs. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna make this real, and I'm gonna talk about all the things that I would do for mine in a different way. I'm gonna highlight all the things that the women don't do, and I'm gonna say, hey, bring them over this way because there's always a good woman that's waiting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not waiting to take somebody's man, but waiting to love on a man correctly. You know what I'm saying? And be loved correctly. There's a lot of great men out here. I don't like to categorize all men and say, oh, all men ain't shit. Listen, I grew up hearing that since a jit. I'm not on that. I'm
Right.
not on the wave of, oh, I don't need a man. All these niggas ain't shit. I'm on the wave of men deserve love too. Men have feelings too. Men deserve to be heard, and they need comfort too. They need friends too. Our men are going through a lot, and we be in our selfish ways, and we don't want to hear it. Everything can't be about you, miss. Like,
That's
have some type of consideration. How often are our men talking about trauma, being molested, things that have happened to them in jail? The list goes on and on and on. So that's what the post is about. It went viral. Like, I was advocating for the guys. Kind of was. I wasn't trying to bash and step on any woman's toes. Unfortunately, there was some woman that didn't agree, but listen, it is what it is.
I think a lot of times when people don't agree, I don't think they're listening to the message in its entirety, right? And I
Mhm.
think that's where we have this breakdown of communication with people, because what you said was a mouthful of what men want to say that they just can't say it in their houses. They can't say it to their wives. They can't say it to their relationships. And I think with you putting that as far as a highlight on that, that right there changed the trajectory of
Mhm.
where the perception of where women thought they were all that in a bag of chips and it really wasn't. It stimulated something. It triggered them because I'm gonna say this, and this may step on some toes. A lot of times, these women can't even aspire to what you think in your perception of what love and what a relationship is. A lot of them can't even work to get to that because they're so broken and so destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and they'll think like, hey, I'm doing all of this for him. And that those were like the main comments, like, that I was getting. The negative ones, is he gonna do all of that for you? But if you're really in this for him, what are you worrying about what he's gonna do in return for you? Be yourself. That's me. I'm a lovable person. I've always been like that. I like to take care of my man. I'm Latina. We raised to, it's not always good, but we raised to serve our men in different ways. So,
That's what talk, man. Talk, man. Talk.
listen, ladies, if you really fuck with that man, he's gonna get that treatment. All the ladies that was in the comments, well, is he gonna do that for you? Mom, I don't care if he's doing all of that for me. As long as he's here for me mentally, spiritually, I'm gonna do what I want to do for my man because this is in my personality. This is who I am. I'm not doing it for a fee and a payback. I'm not no prostitute. I'm not one of them girls that's, oh, well, what he's gonna do for me? The money, money. No, I'm still traditional. I love love. and I'm gonna continue being who I am.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got something for you. Something for you. Hey. You did that? Yeah, hey, here, just take the car. Hey, you want to buy anything you want? You got it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So and see, you see the reciprocation. See, just those tiny things, boom. And if you keep it that way and you keep it consistent, don't draw me in. Don't give me 14 business days of some fly shit. And then okay, by day 17, it's starting to winger off. It starts oh shit, oh man, she
Right.
like oh man, I thought we was all in.
Right.
That's where the treachery and the trickery come in. And then even basing that even in social media of how this thing of pick me. Now there's this thing called pick me. I didn't even know what the fuck pick
Oh
me
God,
was.
pick
You know
me.
what I'm saying? I'm like, people can't even be honest of what they want because now because you can't aspire to greatness like this particular person. Now you shitting on them. Like, come on, that's not what's up.
I was getting called a pick me too, and that's fine. Listen, I could be a pick me because I'm gonna be picked, and it's not gonna be temporary like a lot of these other relationships. It's gonna be a long lasting, loving relationship. And when I'm mad at my man, I'm still gonna do those great things for him. I'm still gonna make him feel how he made me feel in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna make
Hmm.
him feel like he's that nigga. I don't give a fuck if I'm mad at you. I love you. We're going to sleep in the same bed. Nigga, have your attitude and listen, get it together. Let's wrap this up.
'Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. You can be mad at me all you want to. What we gonna do is this, and I'm just being 1,000. Scoot your ass over. I'm finna eat my ice cream. You want some ice cream? Hey man, it's all good, man. We gonna continue being great. Hey man, we just mad for right now, but at the end of the day, we gonna be all right.
Right.
So,
Absolutely. Right. And I think that's where a lot of us have fucked up in the past, or there's still some people messing up now. Where it's like I'm mad at my partner, so now I'm not making dinner. I'm not gonna do the laundry how I normally do it. I'm not gonna, obviously the sex thing is a little different. I don't know if some people like having sex when they're upset, but like, or now I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do the things that I would normally do. When it's like, if
mhm.
that's who you are, why, when you get upset, you still can't do these things and you really don't love that person? In my opinion.
Ladies, don't make that man go on a sexual fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell you, man. Please don't make that man go on a sexual fast because he's gonna find another coconut to juice, man. I'm telling you, don't do it.
Crying.
Hey, you know what
Oh,
I'm saying? Hey, I'm just being honest. And it doesn't have to be like that because men's minds wander just like women's. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't giving it to me, who you giving it to? You know what I mean? And I think that right there, if you can get that lock in of knowing, okay, you might be mad, you might not want to give me none tonight, but god damn it, I'm gonna give me some somewhere, guys. So,
like I said, ain't no food being cooked, ain't no pussy being given, ain't no bathroom being run. Fuck out of here, girl. You better go through your shit.
now I want to ask you this one last question too. Uh what is your ideal man? That's what everybody wants to know because you went viral with the post. What
Mm.
is your ideal man?
Okay, so my ideal man is obviously a hardworking man, God fearing man, somebody who is generous, somebody who is chivalrous, somebody who is loyal and transparent and
Mhm.
vulnerable. Right? Those are the my some of my key qualities that I look for because vulnerability for men is a big thing, and I think that needs to be expressed too. Like if your man is vulnerable with you, please appreciate that man. There's a lot of men that aren't able to reach that peak, and some of it is not their fault, but that's my ideal man. Somebody who is funny, somebody who, you know what I'm saying, can also read my energy and know what's wrong with me. So those are my ideal key things. He doesn't have to be a millionaire. He doesn't have to have all this fancy shit. Like I said, I'm a traditional woman. It's about how you treat me and how I have a child too.
Mhm.
A package deal. So it's about how you treat me and my child at the end of the day.
Oh, oh, that's what's up. And I just want to thank you for touching on those things, and you really opened up a lot of eyes, especially with your post and what you do in your daily comings and goings.
Mhm.
As you see, I post some wild stuff, what I'm saying, to make people laugh throughout the day, just what I'm saying, to just get people engaged. um what do you want to tell your fans out there about you so that they can understand the real you? Because they know that this is not an act. They know that this is really you. What do you want to communicate to your fans?
I want to communicate to my fans that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Do not let your past experiences define who you are. You understand? I am here. I am not going to be a bougie social media influencer. If you need to have a conversation with me, if you need any advice, you can hit me up. That's on you. To use at the end underscore on Instagram. I'm here to help, and I'm here to shed light on things that happened in my life and things that I actually overcame. Don't stay stuck in your past. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the most important things. Don't stay stuck in your past, and strive. Don't give up. It doesn't matter if you're a mom, whatever you're going through, just don't give up. That's the message that I want to put across. And have confidence in yourself, right? Have some self-esteem. Don't let the world tear you down.
That's what I gotta get some love for that. And let me say this to everybody that joins and is going to watch in the future. Listen to me. I just took a chance. I like what she said. It inspired me to inquire more about her. It's been an honest, what I'm saying, fun, loving, positive, all positive energy. And, what I'm saying, I'm grateful for her to bless my podcast because, like I say, it's a lot of times in the podcast business, it's like Hollywood talk. Everybody say they want to get with you, this, and that, and the third. But she been honest and she been consistent. So just even from a business aspect, she's a great person to work with. Listen to me, take advantage, and when I say take advantage of the good parts, not mistreat her. Treat her with respect, honor, and most of all, she's a woman. She really, really, really cares about people. She really, really wants to do things and to change the world. And I am blessed and I am positive and I am energized. The fact that she has graced my podcast not once but twice, and I have to give her some love. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. You got me all teary-eyed. Thank you. I love being a part of this, and thank you for also believing in me and taking that risk and taking that chance, not knowing who I am, where I'm from, what I have to offer. So I really appreciate you. Shout out to Let's Yap About It podcast.
Appreciate it. And listen. We just having these Sunday conversations. We're gonna probably come back next Sunday. Listen, have y'all questions ready. We definitely gonna tap in. Listen, ladies, females, whatever. We gonna have an open panel to where we have open discussions about these type of things, and we want people to grow. And I told you we're changing it one conversation at a time. So if y'all joining for the first time, look, like, subscribe, hit the YouTube page. We definitely gonna be doing one-on-one interviews. I'm gonna be doing personal one-on-one interviews throughout the city of Houston. I will be in New York. I will be in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I will be in New York. I've got some great people up there. I got some great friends up there, and we're gonna be actually chit-chatting it up, man. Like I told you, we taking our show on the road. Shout out to everybody, and shout out to Demi. You know what I'm saying? Hit her email. I'm gonna be dropping her email. I'm gonna be dropping her email on my Instagram page as well as my TikTok. So y'all get y'all questions ready. We're gonna be
Yes,
open, honest, and we're gonna be true. For real, for real.
absolutely.
Any shout outs you want to give? Any shout outs you want to give?
Just shout out to all my supporters on Instagram. I just started my journey. Shout out to my daughter, Nova Lee. I love you. You are the reason why mommy's pushing so hard. Shout out to Let's Yap About It podcast. Shout out to you, Rob. You're literally like the coolest person on earth. You need to get more love, okay? And shout out to that man above, because without him, none of this is possible.
Man, appreciate it, man. Listen, we're coming back next week. Have those questions ready. We definitely gonna do this. Listen, share this with your friend. Get the conversation going. We're gonna have conversations. You heard me in my honesty. You heard her in her honesty. And we are Honest Podcast, and we doing our thing, man. Shout out to you, Demi, man, for joining me tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So yeah, man, tonight I'm gonna end the show with one of my favorite songs. He's an artist out of Houston. His name is Asteroid. The name of the song is Eternity. It's cooking. Listen, if you ever get a chance on all streaming platforms, listen. If y'all get a chance, listen, drop some comments. We want to know what y'all think. And we are very appreciative of every listener, from the beginning to the end. We don't care. We just appreciate you for joining us tonight, man. So shout out to y'all. Asteroid, if you don't mind, take us away. We out.
It took some time for me to rise to these second times. Like these, I choose eternity from the heart that bleed to wombs. I read from the minds that seek what eyes can't see. Just say I know. I sing a melody I know. On days are obsolete, I know. What she will want from me, I know. What he will wanna be, what's it like to be conscious? If I OD, then who starts talking? For my so-called widows in Austin, I leave some keys when we start talking. Hey mama, my words potent. And for the ocean, I'm on the coasting. Fuck the flow, then I'll be coasting. And for my motto, I'm still chosen. I spend my days back home and then I got. Cause I've been caught up, so caught up. And days I wait for certain end will leave me hollow. But I'm glad I'm in. A lot of things tintin', a lot of things transmit, a lot of things transcend, a lot of things for you, if you know, a lot of things for you, oh, if you knew, hey, beyond, we go beyond, now sing a melody beyond, on days of obsolete beyond, what she will want from me beyond.